Luke 21 and verse 11, it reads, it says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs shall be from heaven. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Bahashem. In the name of Hamashiach Yahushua, those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashkadash, the Holy Tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf. As always, I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the earthquakes in diverse places news updates as of August the 21st, 2026 on this Friday afternoon. So I'm playing this video clip from Double 7. I had watched it 2 hours ago. So he recently uploaded. It's about good, I would say a minute and 47 seconds. I mean, a minute or 47-second clip from Double 7. I give him credit for this.
Hello, Moto.
Spam calls. Probably have to go back to that video from Double 7. Look it up once again. Double 7. See if I got that correct. Yep, there you go.
High interest credit card debt got you at a standstill? Find a balance transfer card on Credit Karma. With low.
This is Double 7. We have officials from the Washington Department of Natural Resources releasing a simulation for a megaquake hitting the Kodiak Islands, Alaska area. And you can see here this 9.2 earthquake could generate a 24-foot tsunami all the way to the coast of Washington. Then 5-foot waves are expected to make their way past the Strait of Juan de Fuca all the way to the port of Tacoma. So this simulation, a warning, the latest warning, we know that Southern California, San Andreas, all of that is overdue to come ripping loose, and then you have the Cascadia, which would run right up into the area where these waves would hit. All these plates kind of interconnected, but this is a big one, and Alaska has generated the biggest quake like ever. It's going to do it again at some point, it seems, and they think it's going to come from this spot right here, and they're putting the entire West Coast on notice. So we've had a few earthquake updates here as of late, but this one, pretty big one, when they're saying the 24-foot waves could hit the coastline, and a 9.2 is no joke. It would devastate the entire region. I will leave a link below to Humphrey's page and join me for the live stream as they go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, covering this and a whole lot more in greater detail. I hope to see you guys there. Much love.
Luke 21 verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs shall be from heaven. And these are the signs that the only begotten Son, Yahushua, spoke about as he spoke to the disciples at the amount of hours. About the signs were, let me see, an uptick of earthquakes in various places and great earthquakes in diverse places. And that's what we're seeing. So as I played that video clip from Double 77, give him credit about the potential of a larger magnitude of a 9.2 earthquake hit over there in the Gulf of Alaska, throughout the whole region. And then it might hit up to the North America, potentially, and throughout the West Coast regions, up in like the Pacific Northwest and like deeper in Southern California, the West Coast and all in those areas, potential of a larger earthquake might affect that far from a distance. And then you've been seeing recent talks about the increasing high increasing magnitude, a potential of a 7.2 or 7.5 earthquake over there in Southern California, in the San Andreas, Southern California area. Because you'll be having recent earthquakes been hitting over in the West Coast area. And then especially like Alaska is, it's kind of known for having earthquakes, especially like those areas. I've been covering news articles on throughout last year with that large earthquake hit over there, and I think it's called Atun Station, Alaska. I think in that area got hit by a larger earthquake before, like a 6.5, 6.7. Because like I mentioned again, Alaska is kind of known to having like earthquakes. Just like over there in Indonesia, they known to have like earthquakes in the Ring of Fire. With the tectonic plate reversing different parts. So these are signs, we're going to be seeing more uptick of great earthquakes in diverse places. And this is the book of Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6. It says, thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storms and tempests and the flame of fire. Right, so we're going to be seeing the modern day uptick of with these earthquakes, as the prophet Isaiah mentioned. This is the New Testament, only begotten Son, speaking, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, Matthew 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It says there shall be famines and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places, right? Because that's the key word, earthquakes in diverse places. So earthquakes in different places around the world in diverse places. We're going to see more uptick signs of it because there's going to be earthquakes in certain places that you expect that haven't got hit by an earthquake never before. There's going to be certain places in diverse places of earthquakes that you expect to get hit by an earthquake in a very long time. So we're going to be seeing more signs of it. Let's check out the earthquake latest tracker. And then you had a 5.7 earthquake over there in Indonesia. Most likely that's probably like an aftershock of that major 7.7 earthquake hit over there, say like last week. And this is from the earthquake.usgs.gov. You had a total of 55 earthquakes from August the 20th all the way to the 21st. And you had a 4.7 earthquake in Malkalajama, Japan. And that was a 4.7. And then you had a 5.7 earthquake in Labuan of Indonesia. 3.3 earthquake recorded in Costco Junction of California. 4.9 earthquake in Reksan, Indonesia. 4.6 earthquake in Panagon, Tonga. 4.5 earthquake northwest of Raktan of Indonesia, if I pronounced that right. 3.0 earthquake in Costco Junction, California. 4.5 earthquake in Bani Islands, Japan region. 4.3 earthquake south of the Fuji Islands. 3.4 earthquake north of Charlotte Amalie, West Virgin Islands. 4.4 earthquake south of the Fuji Islands. 5.4 earthquake south of Sama Island region. 4.9 earthquake in the west and southwest of Flak of Indonesia. 4.9 earthquake in the Kermadec Islands. 5.4 earthquake 148 kilometers south of southeast at Tateyama, Japan. 4.6 earthquake in the Bandai Sea.
Hello, Moto.
Slovakia. 4.6 earthquake in Indonesia. 4.5 earthquake northwest of Russia. 3.0 earthquake 58 kilometers White City of New Mexico. 5.1 earthquake in Algeria, Philippines. 5.2 earthquake In Jabalanga, Philippines, 4.5 earthquake. In Rakatan, Indonesia, 4.9 earthquake. Once again in Rakatan, Indonesia. So, like I mentioned again, these most likely these are aftershocks of earthquakes that hit that large 7.7 earthquake that hit over there in Indonesia a couple of days ago. 5.1 earthquake south of Tonga, 3.2 earthquake in Perryville, Alaska, and 3.5 earthquake east to southeast of Tune Station, Alaska. 3.1 earthquake 2 kilometers north of northwest of Little America, Wyoming. 4.6 earthquake south of Africa. 2.6 earthquake south and southeast of Nikolaski, Russia. Alaska. Another 2.8, 108 kilometers south of Fall Pass, Alaska. 4.2 earthquake recorded. Oh, that was from yesterday. So those was the latest earthquakes as of August the 21st, 2026 on this Friday afternoon. And as I showed you that video clip from W7 of a potential larger 9.2 earthquake potentially might hit off the Gulf of Alaska, and it might reach farther, deeper in the southern part of the Gulf of Alaska, and then all the way potentially up into the North America in the West Coast region. Has been speculations of a larger earthquake potentially might hit over there in Southern California, in southern Andreas and the Titanic Plate area. So these are definitely increasing signs of earthquakes are increasing on a daily basis. And this is out of the book of Second Ezra. Right, this is out of the prophet Ezra speaking. It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 2. It says, "Then thou shalt understand it is a very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which you made, while the highest was the Heavenly Father." As the prophet Ezra mentioned, that the Heavenly Father will visit the earth now, so whatever, and definitely with the key word with the earthquakes. Second Ezra 9 and verse 3, "Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes of world's people word," right? So that's the main key word, earthquakes. So with that, this was just a quick sit down lesson of the earthquakes in diverse places news updates as of August the 21st, 2026 on this Friday afternoon. So hope this is edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakar Kadash, Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son Bahashem. In the name of Hamashiach Yahushua, those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashkash Holy Tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwa. Until next time, I would say Kol Masharala, and above all, Shalom.